What is up, video game fans? This is Tails86 here, and this is going to be a very special review about Yoshi's Island for the Game Boy Advance. I'm going to be playing this on my GBA SP, but this is basically a port from the Super Nintendo version, which, I mean, otherwise, except for like secrets, it's still the exact same game. But anyway, let's go ahead and start with the review. Basically, in the title, if you've never played Yoshi's Island, the Yoshis on Yoshi's Island have been enjoying a peaceful day, and all of a sudden, Baby Mario falls from the sky. What the Yoshis think is something has happened to the babies around the world. So, they go ahead and decide to investigate by taking Baby Mario around the world to try to find his lost brother Luigi, who has been captured by Kamek and Baby Bowser. So, the Yoshis are now teaming up to get Mario back to his baby brother, who is way down over there. Of course, we're right here. So, anyway though, this is a platforming title, so if you're a fan of Mario titles, then you'll definitely like this, because it's just one of those types of games that's just so awesome, and it deserves nothing but a bunch of respect. But basically, you just control Yoshi with the D-pad, just moving him left or right, up or down. And there's a little tutorial. It also gives you tutorials on how to make your eggs and everything. But of course, to make your eggs, if anybody has ever played a Yoshi game, is just pressing the B button and then pressing down on the D-pad. And then you make your eggs. Now, to throw those eggs, you just press on the R button on the back, and then press it one more time to let go of your target, and it will have a special targeting function to make it so it's a little easier for you to shoot at those other enemies, especially ones that are hanging though. Now this has some really incredible music for a Nintendo title. And this is also one of those titles that deserves a lot of respect, because it's Yoshi's very first platforming title, but also one of his best, as a lot of fans have said from the Nintendo years. So, like I said, if you're one that's a Yoshi fan, and if you really want to find a great title to go ahead and play, keep you occupied for hours and hours to come, you'll definitely be occupied by this one. It is worth every single penny that you will pay for it. If you pay for it used or new, it doesn't matter. It is worth playing countless times, because there's just so much color in it. I mean, you can tell right there, this place looks like it's drawn just right out of a storybook. It just looks so awesome looking. I mean, they did a really great job on it, whoever actually designed the game. But you also have these spots right here where you can get these little stuff. You can actually get those by hitting the little question mark clouds. Sometimes they have other things like switches and stuff. Now this right here is your portion where you can get your extra bonus stages and stuff, where you just jump right through it. And if it lands on a flower, you will get a bonus stage. Of course, it didn't land on the flower, but that's okay. So you're going to be doing this for about, I'm going to say about 8 different parts of the world. So there's 6 different castles that you have to go through, and each of them have their own mini-boss and big boss. Also, as you go ahead and do certain objectives, you will notice that you have a grading section right here on the top of your screen. You have like an 85, like I have 85, 75, 80, and stuff like that. That's basically how much of your health that you have for your stars, how many red coins you collect, and how many of those flowers that you find. The higher the number, the better your score. And the more you can get unlocked, and you can get like special secrets. Now, as I said though, this game has it so you can do secrets, and that's one of the secrets right there. But we're not going to really show off that, but if you really want a great title, I really would suggest this, because it's just one of those titles that, even for being as old as it is, it stacks up so well for being on a system such as the Game Boy Advance. I mean, you think that this is such an old game. Yes, it is an old game, yes, but in no way is it a bad game. This is like one of those types of games that will keep you entertained for hours, literally sometimes days, because some people, even though you've played it or if you've already beaten it, some people enjoyed it so much that they just kept going back to it. I'm one of those types of people because I'm a platforming freak. I like platformers a lot. There's almost not one single platformer I haven't ever loved. But when I also picked up Yoshi's Island the very first time, I was hooked to it. Like I said before though, the music is really kick-ass, so if you're definitely a fan of a lot of very special music type games, this also has really kick-ass music. So it's definitely worth trying this game out, even if it's just used. You can pick it up at like a GameStop. You can even find it at like a whole bunch of different stores can sell it. Like you can go probably at maybe a pawn shop and probably find this real cheap, and it shouldn't be much at all. But I mean, otherwise though, this game, for being as old as it is, but also having as much respect as it does, gets no special low ranking or anything like that. This game will never get a low ranking from Wii-kly Review, as it is one of the types of Yoshi titles that deserves nothing but absolute respect. This title from Wii-kly Review gets a 9 out of 10 for being not only a very creative title, but is one of those titles that, well, it's just a timeless classic that no matter how old it is, it'll still be a treasure to the old-time gamers. Thank you guys for very much watching.